I'm Double Six. Welcome to my channel, Money, Cars, Women and Children. You know what I like to say. I like to help men become more deadly and more dangerous, and this is what I promote on this channel. Stay tuned till the other side where I'm going to start to tell you a little bit of what's been happening in my life the last couple of months, where I haven't been touching base on the channel, but what's made me want to come back to the channel to start pushing some content out there. So stay tuned, catch you on the flip side. All right? Welcome back, people. I'm Double Six, London-based black man, giving it to you just how I see it, just how life is throwing it at me. I've been putting stuff out here on the channel about success, how to be successful, how to do well in life, how to navigate being a success. I've put kind of that content out on the channel. A few things have been bugging me lately that I want to try to put out to you, and just use this as a broadcast platform to kind of put out what's going on in my life, because at the end of the day, you've got to be able to show people what you're going through in your life for them to be able to follow any kind of example that you give. And I haven't done any videos for about 2 months because I've just been mega busy. Like, business has been just busy. I won't say business is booming, but I've been busy. Yeah, it's hard to do the YouTube platform because it just takes so much time, so much effort. So I've got a little bit of time, and the reason what's pinged me back into it is an issue that's really bugged me. The channel's called Money, Cars, Women and Children. Yeah, so money mainly is a focus of men. Cars is another focus of men. When you get money, and cars, you get women. Yeah. That's just the basic truth of it. So it's like Scarface would say, like, money, power, and respect. With me, it's like money, cars, women, and children. So if you're about your business, you get your P. If you get your P, you get the nice car. You get the nice car that attracts the woman, but the output of money, cars, women is children. The name of this channel is Money, Cars, Women and Children. So I've not touched on the children element of this channel. Now, that's kind of what brought me back to start to talk about what's been going on in the children element of my life. So if you check out my previous videos, you'll see I talk about success, becoming more deadly and more dangerous, just being aggressive in life to achieve the social status that you want. Yeah, I've been preaching that on this channel. But now I kind of have to deal with what's going on with the children aspect of my life. Now, I've got a couple of children. I've really gone through the mill to be a father in those children's lives, to be an active father in those children's lives. And one of the outcomes of success is possibly struggles in other areas, because your life is never going to be perfect. You're never going to get the exact balance of things that you want in your life. Yeah, so where you're striving ahead and forging ahead and having mega success in one area, life has to balance it back out. You've got to get some bad luck in other areas. And in one of the areas of my life that I suffered some real bad luck was basically with my children. My grandmother always said it to me. She was like, you know, your grandfather didn't get to raise his children, which was my father, because he passed away. My father didn't get to raise me as a young youth because he had baby mother drama. And me now, it come like my gran said to me, I'm gonna suffer the same fate, like my children are gonna suffer that same curse. And she said it takes 4 generations to get rid of the curse out of the family. So it was like 1, 2, 3. So I was like, what? So my children are also not gonna be able to be a father to their young children. I was like, nah, I got to cut this out. I got to stop this, yeah? So I'm making this video to talk about now situations that I've faced in life with my children, trying to navigate my family dynamic, because the success, the social status is on lock, and I've sorted that, and I'm master and commander of my social life and my social status and my successes, my goals and my achievements. But the family life, woo, the family life has suffered, people, yeah? But I'm gonna tell you the journey of what's prompted me to come back onto this platform. And I know once I open up this journey, it's gonna lead to 15, 16 hours of content that I'm gonna be able to have to broadcast. But this is just the opening gateway video. Now, in none of the videos I wanna be female bashing. I've sat down for a couple of weeks and I thought, I wanna talk about what's happened with my family. I don't wanna be woman bashing, because when I sit down, you know, like people say, when you point the finger, yeah, three point back at you. So don't point the finger at people. Don't blame other people, yeah? So before you blame other people, blame yourself, yeah? I sat down and I thought, I don't want to come onto the platform. I don't want to come onto YouTube. I don't want to come into the manosphere and be bashing females about this is why the downfall of my family is because of this and this with females. No, I'm not gonna do that. What I'm gonna look at during these next segments of videos is the level above, which is the system. And the system, you know, people say, oh, the system all the time, the system, but I understand what the system is, yeah? The system is the local authority, police, social services, third-party paid services, the charities, lobbyist groups, the groups that lobby government for certain changes and legislative changes. That is the system. The people that run municipal services, they are the system. And the system has played a nasty hand in messing up my family life. And I hope, you know, my children are 10 something, 10 and 9 and 5 or 6. I remember. When my children are like 15, 16, I hope that they can click on my channel, yeah, in their private moments, on their phone with their headphones on, and look at the things that I'm saying, and look at the journey that I've been through to get them from little to teenagers or to adults. I hope that they can look back on this content. So one of the reasons I'm doing this is to kind of document the journey for my own children, and at the same time try to teach or try to let other people learn from my experience. So straight away up front, I'm telling you, I'm not here to be woman bashing, because that's just too easy. It was her fault. She did this, she did that. She didn't appreciate this, she didn't do that. And then she in turn could say it was my fault, it was this, it was that. No, you've got to go one level higher. And people like me, I attack the system. I take on mighty, yeah? I'm David, I take on Goliath. I'm not taking on David's gal, yeah, which would be my gal or the picnic their mother. I take on Goliath. That's what I do, because I'm deadly and I'm dangerous, and that's what deadly and dangerous men do. We look the devil in the eye. We look the devil in the eye and we take on the system. And I'm here to show you that in these next sets of videos, I'm gonna be talking about what's been going on with my children, with system, and how the system has been trying so hard to stop a black man being a father, yeah? An active father to black children. And unfortunately, when people, or even just say women, when people are in a bad place, in a low place in their mind, in depression, in their feelings, they latch onto elements that will help them to stay in that way of thinking, yeah? So you can't even blame the women certain times when they're in a certain set of feelings and certain set of depression, and the system latches onto them and feeds them negativity. It's very difficult to step back from that negativity and be positive towards your family. So I will tell you, yeah, like I had the case in, yeah? And I'll show you, I'm gonna see how well I can navigate this, yeah? This is just the printable amount of this paperwork, yeah, for my family matters. This is just the printable amount. Like, look at, like, I'm 6'2", 6'1", yeah? So I'm pretty tall, yeah? Look at this, yeah? This is just the stuff that was like printed and posted. This is not the emails. Soft copy items is like double this. The email correspondence is double this. The local authority and email correspondence is double this if I printed it. But like, this is just like, this here is just like correspondence. And this is for me to show you what I've gone through, yeah? Deal with these family matters. Like, it's full of witness statements, yeah? I won't even flash them, yeah, because it's got like the names, yeah, on the front, yeah? But look, you can just see, yeah, it's just like witness statements. It's like evidence, yeah? Like this is all evidence that gets put together. Trying to sanitize it, yeah? Trying to like sanitize the bundle, yeah? But look, you've got like witness statements, yeah? Like this is a witness statement for family court. Probably 100 odd pages of typed witness statement correspondence, yeah? It is full and full and full. I'm gonna walk you through it. And one of the reasons I'm gonna walk you through it, one of the things that's kind of triggered me, because this is like my real private life, yeah? This is not just teaching you like how to be a success, how to be more deadly, more dangerous, which is my motto, yeah? What's triggered me is recently I was called in to my son's school, and my eldest son, he's 11. He's 11 this year. Not this year, 11 this month. And recently I was called into his school, and they were like, can you come in, you know, son's dad, can you come in? I'm trying to just sanitize the details. Can you come in and have a word with us? The teacher wants to talk to you. And I'm like, oh, okay, no problem, I'll come in. It's like, when? It's like, oh, can you come in on Monday? And I was like, oh, it's Friday, so you want to see me pretty urgent? And I'm like, no, it's nothing bad. We just want to have a word with you about your son and see if you can give us some assistance. I said, okay, no problem. I went down to the school. When I went into the school, the deputy head teacher was there at the school. And I was like, okay, so it's a bit serious then, because it was the class teacher that called me for the meeting. And I thought, oh, it's a bit strange that the deputy head's there, so I know it must be something serious. We sat down, and the long story short is they're asking me, let's give my son a name. Let's give my son name James, yeah, little James. Yeah? They're saying to me, they don't know how to deal with James. James is walking out of the class. Little James is walking out of the class, and he says he's not coming back into the class. He doesn't want to do his work. Walking out of the class. And I said, okay, that's not good. And they said, yeah, it's not good because they can't guarantee his safety when he's out of the class walking around the school. I said, okay, that makes sense. And they said it takes the school teacher up to 3 hours to talk him back into the class. I said, that's some fuckery. Sorry. It takes it 3 hours. I said, 3 hours for you to get him back into the class. And they were like, yeah. And they're just trying to sit with me to ask me, you know, what they think I can do, what they think my thoughts are to try and get my son, James, back into the classroom. And I said to them, well, boy, like 3 years ago, the school was warring with me. They didn't want me to have nothing to do with my sons. Nothing to do with my sons. I'm saying to them, but 3 years later now, you're coming and asking me how to deal with my sons. When had you have not supported particular narrative too early, you would have not chosen to go against me and try to force me out of my son's lives. So I said, look, it's 3 years later now. I'm saying it's a little bit too late for me to help, because my son knows how to play the system now. And I said, you lot have shown him how to play the system, how to navigate the system. You lot have shown him that the system doesn't have no teeth. We could have tricked him when he was young and kept a little fear inside him to believe that the system had teeth, but you lot showed him the system was toothless. Yeah? And they said, well, yeah, there's another problem, because also when he's in the class, he says he doesn't have to do any schoolwork because when he grows older, he doesn't need any education because he's gonna go and run his dad's businesses and make loads of money. And I said, you lot are finished then. You lot are finished. If he has that as a reason, as is his thinking, yeah, you lot are finished. You will not be able to reach that boy. If he has figured out that the system is toothless and has no chastisement or repercussions for him, and that when he leaves school, he's gonna grow up to run his dad's businesses. And I said, I'm not actively promoting that attitude with him, but in order for me to reverse that way of thinking inside him, it's gonna be a difficult job. And I need to work with his mum, the family, the maternal family, and the school, and statutory authorities. I need to work with everyone. We all need to work together. And it was always a war of the might of the system against the single black father. And you know what? And this is what annoyed me. This is what annoyed me. This is what made me take back to YouTube. This is what made me take back to YouTube, and I know this is gonna be about 15 to 20 hours of content on this channel, if not more. This is what annoyed me. Deputy head teacher looked at me and said, "Sir, Dad, we are sorry," he said. "We pursued a narrative too early. We went down a particular road too early, and we chose a side when we shouldn't have, and we're sorry, sir." And I said to them, wow. I said, it's too late now. There's no point saying sorry. I said, you've got a revolving door of black boys that will be coming through those doors again in September. You're gonna have parents that have parental conflict in their relationships. And I'm saying to you, look, here's my advice. You made the mistake with my son. You're saying sorry now, yeah? But my son, his schooling is broken. He's doing poor on his test scores, yeah? He's not paying attention in class. He's walking out of class. And I'll explain all of these things to you in the series of content that I'm gonna produce on this. But you now say sorry to me, but what you should do is take my advice. When that revolving door of students, of black boys come in, and you experience parental conflict with them, with their parents, between their parents, try to stay neutral. Any school teacher watches this content and it's shared with any head teacher, I'm gonna give you the full rundown of what I had to go through, yeah? And I'm telling you, yeah, it was with Lambeth Council, so I'll give you that. Everybody knows I'm from London, I'm from South London. It was with Lambeth Council, and I am gonna show you, yeah, what has happened. And the Shegri had a complex case I had, yeah? I'm gonna show you the Shegri. I'm gonna outline it week in, week out from now until I map out the full length of this. If not, it's for my own children, because my children don't watch my content on YouTube, yeah? I keep them away from my content on YouTube. When they're a little bit older, not now, they're gonna watch this content. I'm gonna have this as a little subfolder, subset, Family Matters. I'm gonna have this 666 Family Matters, and they're gonna be able to sit through and watch this. And that teacher had to apologize to me. That deputy head teacher had to apologize to me. But it's too little, too late. My son's schooling is messed up. It's too late. Now I've got to try and reverse that in secondary school. And that's gonna be very, very difficult, because my son knows now that all of our power as parents and teachers is curtailed. He doesn't fear the system because they've showed him there's nothing to fear. The system is there to support you on the easy road, to support you for the Shegri. It's not there to support you for the hard road to trod, to prepare you for life. But I'm gonna map it all out. I'm back on this. I'm gonna map it all out, and I'm gonna let you know how it go. Yeah? So stay tuned. Watch out for the content. I'm 666. I'm here to teach people how to be more deadly, more dangerous, love your family, take care of your children. But in this set of segments, I'm gonna map this mother F out. You lot are gonna know what a complex case is all about, and you lot are gonna know what it's like for a black man to face the might of the system when they are trying to really destroy black families. Yeah? But hopefully, we'll go on this journey together. Come on.